was on the championship Raptors team. Jeremy Lin, who probably played 30 minutes total on the entire season, got a championship. But, hey, you're on the team, you get a championship. Shout out to Courtney Harden, says happy 4th of July weekend, everyone. Mac Farrell says, good thing about the Parsons trade is that all of the contracts are expiring, coming off the books next season. You're right. You're 100% right about that. But out of that list, if I was a team that was looking to sign a point guard, I would probably want to sign Rondo. What Rondo gives you on the court is, I think, irreplaceable, especially if he's probably going to be coming off the bench. Delion Wright does give you some good minutes. Quinn Cook, who sounds like he may or may not, re-sign with the Warriors. And the story coming out that the Warriors rescind Quinn Cook's offer, making him a free agent. So we'll see where he goes. Shooting guards. Let's go to the shooting guards. We have Danny Green, which Danny Green has been on record saying he is looking to go where Kawhi is going to go before he makes a decision. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Any Lakers fan or somebody to know this guy's game, which he got a massive contract from the Lakers. What does he truly bring to the floor? I don't know that much about him, so I'm asking, but what does he truly bring to the floor? Big F says, Ben BS3. Name the last time Rondo played an entire season without getting hurt. I'll wait. Didn't he play last year, the whole season? I mean, he didn't play that many games with all the turmoil going on, but I could have sworn he played a full season last year. Maybe I could be wrong, but let's look it up. Let's look it up. Numbers don't lie. Last season, drum roll please. He only played 46 games. 46 games, started in 29. It's been a long time since he's played. The last time he's played 81 games is the most, and that was in 2009, 2010. So, Big L, you got a great point. You got a great point. But I do think he can still give you some quality minutes. I don't know how many, but he can give you some quality minutes. Cool Cell says good. Didn't like Cook. Crawford, go get Crawford. 100%. Whatever they need to do, I thought he was going to be on the team last year. And also, the Warriors had Quinn Cook in some key minutes that I don't think you should have had him in. He was young. He hit a couple of good shots, but with the game on the line, Quinn Cook is not the guy you need to have on the court, in my opinion. All right, so shooting guards: Danny Green, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Iman Shumpert, Avery Bradley, and Jamal Crawford. Whatever team Jamal Crawford goes to, former Sixth Man of the Year, he's going to give you some great minutes coming off the bench. Whatever team he goes to, I think the Warriors should definitely go after him. He would be a great sixth man to give you those minutes. Probably filling a role similar like what Iguodala had. Small forwards, you got Kelly Oubre Jr. He's a restricted free agent. Rondé Hollis Jefferson, Vince Carter the Great, Justin Holiday, and Jonas Jerebko. All the ones out of this list, Kelly Oubre is probably the best player right now. He got traded to the Suns. So we'll see what happens with him and these other guys. Vince Carter, whatever team he goes to, is his last year. Please, Vince and everyone in Toronto, help him make the decision to go to Toronto. End it off where he started. Power forwards, remaining free agents we're talking about here. Carmelo Anthony, Jabari Parker, Marcus Morris, Kenneth Faried. What happened to that guy? He went missing. What happened to Kenneth Faried? And JaMychal Green. I think Melo's going to end up on the Lakers. At some point in time, during the free agency, he's going to end up on the Lakers. Jabari Parker, who's been injured off and on. Marcus Morris, who gives you quality minutes. Hard-nosed, power forward. Kenneth Faried, again, I don't know what happened to him. Seemed like he got traded to a team and they just did not play him. JaMychal Green, I believe, a former Memphis Grizzlies player. But I'm most intrigued to see where Melo is going to go and if he plays again. Because there's been a lot of speculation that he may not ever play in the NBA again, which I think is false. I don't think that should happen. But I think he's going to end up on the Lakers. Caldwell Pope is from Columbus, Georgia. All-American in high school, went to UGA in college. Rich Paul is Caldwell Pope's agent. Well, he's probably going to sign with the the Lakers. Crawford defense is worse than Curry. I agree with that one. I do agree with that. But it's not, when you're the sixth man, and his role is not going to be about defense. What do you think about the U.S. ladies soccer squad making the final, says Courtney? I'll be talking about that in just a minute. Vince re-signed to the Hawks is very beneficial for us. Leadership to give knowledge transfer. Good point. And I'm for that. I just want the good story. Okay, and I want him to go back. But I've heard a lot of different people say that he was fine with the Hawks. And he's not overly concerned or going back to Toronto. So whatever makes Vince happy, I'm happy. Centers. Boogie Cousins is number one on the list. Zubac, former Laker, got traded to the Clippers. Joakim Noah, Kern Birch, I'm not sure who that is, and then Nene. Boogie's going to go to a team sooner or later. Anybody that says Boogie can no longer play, he shouldn't be on the team, that's 100% false. But he's going to come off the free agent board sooner or later. Zubac, a young player. Joakim Noah, I don't really know what he can bring at this point. But don't sleep on him not getting offered a contract because he'll probably be on the team at some point. So those are the remaining free agents. Also, yesterday I seen a documentary on Derrick Rose. It was called Pooh. The Story of D. Rose, I believe is what it was called. And it was actually a great documentary. It talked about, him growing up. Then it talked about him getting drafted. This documentary was released. Looks like it was released in April. And it was by Stadium Films. But, man, it was good, man. And Derrick Rose showed a lot of raw emotion. Being from Chicago, getting drafted by the Bulls, going through the injury situation. But let's back up also. He won Rookie of the Year, then he won MVP. He got hurt that first series in the playoffs. And the city turned on him. Then he ended up getting traded to the Knicks. It talked about all of this. During the documentary, it shows him doing a live interview. And his agent is calling him, which is BJ Armstrong. His agent is calling him saying, hey, you may get traded to the Knicks. And then he calls him back and says, you got traded to the Knicks. I want to be the first one to tell you. And that was tough to see. That was really tough to see. But it was a very good, well-done documentary. I would suggest If you have the Stadium channel or just search it, it's called Pooh, so Pooh, the Derrick Rose story. But well done. Well done. And it really shows the true, the Derrick Rose and getting to know him. Howie from Columbus and went to Greenville High School, says Mac Farrell. What about Cousins to San Antonio? I talked about that earlier. There is a billboard that fans have put up to try to get him to come to San Antonio. I think that's a great idea. I think he should not think twice if they're able to make that deal happen. I'm 100% in on that. A story coming out about 20 minutes ago, Teddy Bruschi recovering from a stroke. He suffered a stroke on Thursday. It said he is recovering. That's sad to see. You don't want to see that. My thoughts on Boogie going to San Antonio, I think it should happen. I'm 100% all in on it. And I think he would definitely add some depth to that team. Him playing next to Aldridge, him getting coached by Popovich. Hopefully this could be a revitalization of his career. So we're going to take a break. When we get back, we got to talk about Women's World Cup. We got UFC 239, and I have a huge story about the big three that came out from this week. So we'll be right back. You're tuned into the BS3 Sports Show right here on XWAD Radio.
We all hate when we have unexpected car problems. Well, I am here to tell you about a viable solution. Bay 11 Auto and my man Melvin. You have emission problems? Brakes need changing? Transmission slipping? Is your car just driving sluggish? No problem is too big. I live on the other side of town and I drive over an hour to a guy that I trust. Melvin is honest, dependable, and definitely not in the business to break your pockets. Come see the official mechanic Melvin at Bay 11 Auto. You will be glad you did. You can reach him at 1455 General Arts Road, Conyers, Georgia, or 404-295-5715. That's 404-295-5715.
Welcome back to the BS3 Sports Show right here on XWAD Radio. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. The Women's World Cup team have made it to the finals. So they will be going up against the Netherlands on Sunday in the Women's World Cup finale. Alex Morgan scored the winning goal over England. Megan Rapinoe missed the game due to a reported hamstring injury. Hopefully we will get a full Megan Rapinoe. She has been electric for this team, and they will play in the finals, like I said, against Netherlands. Shout out to this women's team. And like I've said it before, I'm 100% believing it that they are better than the men's team. Okay? The men's could not make it to the World Cup. And the women are right now in the finals doing their thing. They have a 68% chance to win. Game coming up on Sunday. USA has reached the Women's World Cup final for the 5th time, at least 2 more final appearances than any other nation, Germany with 3. USA are looking to retain the Women's World Cup, having won it in 2015 against Japan. Only one nation other than that have won back-to-back titles. That was Germany. So let's go, women. Let's go. I believe that we will win. Let's go. Get the job done. As Courtney said,